Coming up on Mountain News Weekend Edition, one group in Johnson County is spreading some holiday magic.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Vivica Grayson. Although it's only November, Christmas is less than 50 days away, and one group in Johnson County is spreading some holiday magic. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from Paintsville, where the 39th annual Holiday Happenings Craft Show was in full swing this weekend.
The Johnson County Extension Homemakers hosted the annual Holiday Happenings Craft Show on November 5th and 6th at the Ramada in Paintsville. The show featured many crafters, vendors, and other booths looking to get out, enjoy their time together, and get into the Christmas spirit.
Just a great holiday atmosphere, and it's a lot of fellowship going on. So homemakers are awesome at that, and this is their thing, this is their platform.
Plenty of folks were taking time to prepare for the holidays this year, after last year's craft show was canceled due to the pandemic. The show's comeback in 2021 meant crafters were more than ready to show their stuff.
I hated to be bottled up, so to speak, you know, and it feels great to get out and be in the public and doing what we like to do.
Guests at the craft show were also more than happy to come out and support local business.
Personally, I like to spend my dollars with local people. I like to know who it is, and I like to know the families. I like to know who made things. It makes it a little bit more dear to me.
And crafters were eager to share some knowledge about their own particular trade.
All these traditions need to be taught and passed on to future generations. If we don't learn it, we're going to lose it.
A day full of Christmas cheer, complete with a visit from Mr. and Mrs. Claus. In Johnson County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Cockerham says all the proceeds that the Johnson County Extension homemakers receive will go straight back into the local community in the form of beautification projects and other events. Along with Christmas cheer, the Johnson County homemakers are doing a little something special. The homemakers have previously hand-sewn quilts for veterans or nursing homes, but this year there's a bit of a twist. At today's Holiday Happenings Craft Show, the homemakers and several guests, children and adults, were hard at work coloring fabric squares in an effort to make foster children a bit more cozy this Christmas.
We're joining the team. The whole county is joining the team. We've helped design the fabric. We've helped design the blocks. Everybody today has been coloring blocks. We're going to be setting that with heat and putting them together in quilt tops, and the club will then be quilting them, and we'll be delivering them to foster care children.
Cockerham also says if you would like to help out or color a block, to call the Johnson County Extension Office at 606-789-8108. Today, Democrat Charles Booker stopped in Lexington. He unveiled a plan that he says would end poverty in Kentucky. Booker, a former state representative, is running against Republican Rand Paul in the 2022 U.S. Senate race. Grayson Passmore has more details on the Kentucky New Deal and what Senator Paul had to say in response.
After making his run for U.S. Senate official on Wednesday, Louisville Democrat Charles Booker made a stop in Lexington today. In front of a crowd of people outside the district courthouse, Booker unveiled his plans for his Kentucky New Deal initiative.
How y'all doing?
Booker is now tasked with trying to unseat Republican U.S. Senator Rand Paul, who is seeking a third term. Booker, a former state lawmaker, says his New Deal campaign focuses on, quote, transforming Kentucky from the hood to the holler. He says this includes prioritizing and addressing poverty across the Commonwealth. Booker says his focus also includes making sure everyone has quality health care and families feel safe in their homes.
I've come from the struggle, and I know we can change things, and I want someone in Washington that prioritizes our communities so that we have thriving industries, local businesses that are booming, good-paying union jobs all over Kentucky.
We reached out to Senator Paul's campaign for his response to the policies Booker outlined in his Kentucky New Deal. In a statement, a spokesperson told us, quote, our opponent's support for defunding the police won't be popular with everyday Kentuckians. While Booker has been critical of law enforcement actions in the past, police funding was not mentioned in his New Deal initiative. Senator Paul was first elected to the Senate in 2010. Kentucky has not elected a Democrat to the U.S. Senate since Wendell Ford in 1992. In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Election day for the U.S. Senate race is November 8th, 2022. Several families will be able to experience a Thanksgiving meal they wouldn't have been able to otherwise thanks to God's Pantry Food Bank. The Sharing Thanksgiving Basket Brigade took place at God's Food Pantry Southeast Regional Distribution Center today, where volunteers boxed enough Thanksgiving meals for more than 900 families.
You can't really put it into words because you understand that these kids get hope for, hey, I'm having a Thanksgiving dinner this year. We didn't get to have one last year. You know, if we didn't do this and we didn't come in here and do it, they wouldn't get that. And so it blesses my soul to know that we are able to do that.
The boxes that were assembled today will go to different agencies where they will serve several families in Laurel, Clay, and Jackson counties. The Leslie County softball team today hosted the first ever Grand Slam Vendors Day event. Raising money for the new equipment, the event allowed vendors to come and rent space in the school's gym. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., people could come by and see what each vendor had to offer. Event coordinator and coach Tracy Turner says it will be not a one-time thing.
With us, it could be anything, but we have had several vendors ask if we could do this again in the spring so we can sit up outside. So it is probably something that we will do in the near future.
Turner says she is thankful for the community's support. Tonight, police in Houston are investigating a deadly crush at a music festival. At least 50,000 fans were there to hear rapper Travis Scott when chaos in the crowd turned to panic. At least 8 people were killed and many more injured. Lilia Luciano is in Houston tonight with details.
Death and disaster in Houston last night at Travis Scott's sold-out music festival. 50,000 fans were in attendance.
We had to walk over people's bodies.
Panic rippled through the crowd, causing many to surge toward the stage. Emergency crews struggled to deliver help. The hip-hop star stopped performing several times during the show, seeing the situation was increasingly dangerous.
We need somebody to help him. Somebody passed out right here.
Witnesses say what happened next was horrifying. People were so packed they passed out. Some suffered cardiac arrest.
Everyone was just going down, people were getting trampled.
The chaos unfolded after 9 p.m., but there were early signs of trouble as amped-up fans rushed past ticket checkpoints. Tonight, police say they have not determined what caused the deadly chaos, but investigators are aware of rumors that people were injecting some of the crowd with drugs.
We do have a report of a security officer. He was reaching over to restrain or grab a citizen, and he felt a prick in his neck. When he was examined, he went unconscious. They administered Narcan.
Officials say several people were treated with Narcan, which is a spray that's used to treat overdoses. Right now, autopsies are being conducted on the 8 victims, the youngest of which was 14 years old. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Houston.
As of today, 7 out of 10 American adults are fully vaccinated against COVID-19, according to the CDC. And more than 80% of Americans age 18 and older have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. That number is 98% for people over 65, and about 12% of them have received their 3rd booster dose. Since children aged 5 to 11 were just authorized to get the Pfizer vaccine this week, the CDC is doing some recalculating on the total population. Revised numbers on the percentage of eligible Americans who have received their 1st dose should be available soon. We'll be right back.